Hey guys, this is Sahil and welcome to this exclusive episode of Weekly Mastermind for 9th of April 2023, where we are going to look up at first market index, what are the outperforming sectors, what are the underperforming sectors. Then we will look up at weekly gainers and losers which were outperforming in last 1 week. What are the current trending stocks? What are the stocks which we can track for next week? And what are the cup pattern stocks which we have bought and we are holding since last so many weeks? So let's look up at the market index. Nifty is almost up by 1.3%. Sensex 1.4, Bank Nifty is also up by 1%, and Midcap is also almost up by 1%. India VIX was down by almost 8, and USD INR was also kind of flattish, which means like even though market was open for the 3 days itself in the last 1 week, but still there was very good movement on the upside. And let's look up at the Nifty 50 as we are also analyzing since last 4 to 5 weeks, and we are accurate on our analysis that it is not going to break the weekly support of 40, and on daily it is around 60, it is around 59.7, and on monthly it has taken exactly moving average support on Nifty. So as of now we can see that bulls are in control, and the bearish zone, whatever bearish zone was there, we are out of that. Similarly for Bank Nifty, but Bank Nifty like right now monthly is about 60, weekly is between 40 60, and on daily it is around the trend line resistance, and it is also around 59, which means at this point it can take a halt, and if bulls are taking the control then we can see upside move itself. Otherwise we can see a slightly retracement on the downside, but rest is on the upside itself. Next is sectors. What are the outperforming sectors? So as we can see, all the sectors are on the upside, but out of that realty and pharma both were on the upside. Rest were almost kind of up by 1% and almost kind of flattish. But yes, there is no any sector since last 2 weeks which is on the downside. Every sector is on the upside, which is like a good news for all the traders as well. Let's go for Nifty IT. Monthly is between 40 60. Weekly has taken exact 40 support as well as trendline support, and along with that, daily is between 40 60. So as of now, we can avoid this. Next is Nifty Auto. Similar condition. Weekly has taken exact 40 support. Monthly and daily are between 40 60. Next is Nifty Metal. Monthly, weekly, and daily all are between 40 60, and weekly is consolidating near 40 itself. So as of now, this is kind of make or break situation for metal as well, because on daily it is forming a kind of squeeze. So once it opens up on the upside, then we can see that it has exactly taken 40 support on weekly, or else it can directly break that out. Next is Bank Nifty. We have already spoken about it. And next is Nifty FMCG. Monthly, weekly, daily all are above 60, but as of now this is around the trend line resistance itself on weekly as well as on daily. So as of now we will have to be very cautious while entering into FMCG stock. Next is Nifty Energy. Monthly between 40 60, weekly is below 40, and daily is also between 40 60. So as of now we can avoid this. Nifty Pharma, since last 2 weeks it has shown lots of currents, and even in last two weekly masterminds as well I have mentioned that Oro Pharma and Dr. Reddy are outperforming, which we will analyze in this particular video as well. So on monthly it has taken exact 40 support, weekly is between 40 60, and daily has already crossed 60 on the upside. So as of now pharma can be the outperforming sector for us. Next is Nifty Infra. Monthly is around 60, weekly is between 40 60, and daily is also about to cross 60. So this can be the second next for this. Next is Nifty Realty. Monthly has taken exact support, although it is between 40 60, but still based on this one trendline support, it is good to go. Weekly has also taken 40 support, and daily is about to cross 60 on the upside. So this can also be a good pick for next few weeks for reality stock. Next is Nifty Media. Perfect 40 support on monthly, and even with that it has formed doji in the last month, which has taken exact 40 support. Weekly is also between 40 60. So as of now we can avoid this, and daily is between 40 60. So media we can avoid as of now. Weekly best performer from previous week based on Nifty 50. What were the best stocks in that? IBL Housing Finance up by almost 8.8%. IndusInd Bank, this was also one of the best performer in last 1 week. This week also it performed well by 6.8. Next is HDFC Coal India, HDFC Bank, Tata Motors, and Bajaj Finance. These are most of the best performers which performed very well in the last 1 week. Next is weekly worst performer Vedanta, almost down by 3%, ONGC almost down by 2%, then Axis Bank, NTPC, Eicher Motors, ICICI Bank, and Tech Mahindra. Based on this weekly best performers and worst performers itself, you can analyze that worst performers are very less since last 2 weeks, and the best performers are very good in quantity, right? Which means this is also one of the indications that yes, bulls are in higher control. Next is trend following stocks, monthly, weekly, and daily, all are above 60. First is Chola Finance. Monthly, weekly, and daily all are above 60, as I mentioned, and on weekly it is around, it has broken that trend line resistance as well, and it is around all-time high. So we can go for system 3. All the Tradeathon students multiplier as well as 1 year students, just make sure all these stocks whichever I'm mentioning for trend following, make sure you analyze on your own based on system 3 itself. Next is AB Capital, monthly, weekly, daily, all are about around 60, and on daily it has broken out 60 on the upside, but tomorrow if it confirms, then it can automatically break the trend line on upside. Otherwise it can take 60 resistance and it can get fail as well. Next is Dal Bharat. This was also one of the stock which we mentioned in last week. Monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60, and it has moved almost around from 1900 till 2000 in last 4 to 5 days. Next is HDFC Bank. Monthly, weekly, daily, all are above 60. Weekly is around 60 as of now, and around that we have a resistance zone as well. So once it breaks this zone, then we can have a fresh entry on this. Next is L&T. On this, as you can see, monthly, weekly, daily, all are again above 60. ABB, and on ABB it was consolidating since last 2 weeks, but as of now this is also around 60. And as I also mentioned that once it breaks 60 on the upside, then we can enter fresh based on system 3. But as of now we haven't got any confirmation, and even this was the stock which we analyzed in 10 days live trading challenge, but it did not give any confirmation. So as of now we didn't entered. Yes, so tracking stocks which we can track for upcoming week. First is Oro Pharma, as I'm mentioning that since last 2 weeks it is outperforming, and 485 was the buying price, which I also mentioned in all my community calls that at that point it broke 60 on the upside, and right now it is at 535, which means almost from 485 till 535 in last 2 weeks. And even with that, in last 1 week, only the market was open for 3 days, which means it has given a very good move on the upside, as well as on the trend line breakout on the upside on weekly chart, which means Oro Pharma is kind of very good in terms of pharma sector as well. Next is Dr. Reddy, as I have also mentioned that on weekly it was in a consolidation phase, and Oro Pharma was in a contract kind of trade. So as of now, both of these stocks are very well performing. Next is Glenmark. This was also one of the stock which we mentioned in last week, and it was about to cross 60, and yes, it has broken out 60 on the upside. So cup stocks, let's analyze the cup stocks which we are analyzing since last 3 to 4 weeks. First was Career Point. The resolution point was around 178.50 and current market price is around 228.20. Next is ISMT Limited. Resolution point was around 70 and current market price is around 73. Next is Fin Cables. This was, as I also mentioned in the last week as well, this is very well performing out of all these cup stocks as well. So Phenolic Cables resolution point was around 758 and current market price is around 863, which means it has already moved almost around 105 to 105 rupees on the upside from the point which we have bought. Next is Univ Cables. Resolution point was around 349.80 and current market price is around 397, which means almost a move of 47 to 48 rupees. So next is Dwarkesh Sugar or Dwarkesh Sugar. Resolution point was around 80 rupees and current market price is around 89.60. This was the stock based on change in polarity for cup stock, and these are the stocks which we are buying and holding since last so many weeks. So these are the stocks, and this is the analysis for this particular week. I hope you have learned a lot from this particular video, and if yes, make sure you share your biggest takeaways in the chat box. And if you are someone who is from my community members, that is the Earth US Club, make sure you comment below your biggest takeaways, and along with that, whatever stocks which I have mentioned down, and even in all the community groups I have shared other stocks as well which you have to analyze for the upcoming week. And even with that, make sure you share your biggest takeaways. And if you are not yet a part of our community, then you will get a link below this particular video in the description box. Make sure you join our next webinar in which you will get all the details based on which you can join our paid community as well. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, live fully, love openly, and make the difference today. I wish you joy and abundance in all you do.